and everybody has the right to fail. You learn something from that also. This is one of those wonderful occasions where it all came together.
The music is the Concerto No. 1 in D-flat major, Opus 10, by Sergei Prokofiev. The musicians are students at the Cincinnati School for Creative and Performing Arts. These kids are playing music well over the heads of most students their age, and magical performances like these are almost commonplace here. The School for the Creative and Performing Arts is unique. Educators from all over the country flock here to Cincinnati to see how and why it works.
10 years ago, this school didn't exist. Well, the old building was here, but the school wasn't. In 1973, the Cincinnati Board of Education began creating a group of alternative schools designed to achieve racial balance in the district. SCPA was one of them. There was a compelling motive to do it. The NAACP had just filed a desegregation suit, and the board hoped these new schools would help its defense. The suit, by the way, is still dragging through the courts.
SCPA began as the dream of this man, Principal Bill Dickinson. Years ago, Bill saw his own promising career as a concert pianist lost because his public school teachers didn't have the time or talents necessary to give him what he needed.
I want to be able to give them my hunger. Most of them have it already. But I want to be able to then translate that hunger into action. I want the excitement, but I also want the discipline that this place can provide for the kids to be able to take with them when they go out into the world. There's a lot of talk about starving artists. I don't think we're producing starving artists in this school because we're producing artists who are practical. And if that means doing a commercial for dog food instead of being able to do Hamlet, you do it because it's all part of the whole game that we call showbiz. We can provide an atmosphere that does not say that a male dancer is a sissy. We give them an atmosphere of challenge in theory, in technique, all of the things that you normally have to pay large sums for private lessons. We can give to students tuition free.
The school is located in one of Cincinnati's toughest neighborhoods, but that doesn't seem to bother the students much. Each morning, they eagerly pour through the doors, headed for a day filled with every conceivable arts discipline.
The ballet program in our school is probably unique in that we have tried to bring into our school, into the United States, the system which exists in the most famous schools in Europe. And there are 9 levels. The students start and get, from the very beginning, a real good classic training. Plus they have folk classes and they have classes in modern dance. Plus there is an overlap in this school. Everyone has to take dance. Actors have to take it, artists have to. So it's a very unique program in that the teachers have to be multi-talented. a student who is now at Central State, and he's really very successful in the visual arts as a painter. And when he came to us as a sophomore, he could not read. It was not important for him to read. Survival was important, getting something to eat. But here's a young man now who was such a fine painter that one day I said to him, well, how will you ever be able to read a contract? How will you ever be able to know what people are saying to you about how much I can pay you for something if you can't read? And we found somebody who would tutor him, and all of a sudden it just turned on and became an excellent student. It made sense to him why he needed that. Stagecraft, that's a direction we really want to go into like a steamroller. We really want that to be a big part of our school, because I think there's a need in the professional world today for people who are trained craftsmen like that. We have every year been able to obtain scholarships for every one of our students who are graduating who have been in stagecraft.
Yes, it is. I feel faint! Help me, Anatole! Help me, Anatole! I'm dying! Oh, it's so hot.
In the drama department, the teachers have a lot of background in the theater outside of here, and they understand how difficult it is, so they demand a great deal. Young children must have things set on them, and then you slowly go on withdrawal from that and let them become more and more creative with it. You take a young child and you teach them all of the mechanics of it. They have lots of creativity, they're uninhibited. By the time they are in those years where they're the most inhibited, which would be about 15, 16, they know how to let go without letting it all fall apart. That's why we're so pleased that we get children in the 4th grade. The music program is in 2 parts. You have vocal music and you have instrumental music. These children are given every advantage over other people who come out of high school. The student gets music fundamentals, music theory, composition, conducting. So when they go to college, other students who have not had any of this sit there and they're amazed at our students. It's a requirement that our students all sight read, be able to play an instrument. So they have like a 3-year jump on other students.
Behold and believe what you see. Behold how my lover loves me.
All right, let's continue the second half.
Tracy Long, Tuesday Long, Rhonda Jones, and Wendy Cross. You come along with me, and parents.
It's not easy to get into this school. Everyone has to audition. So far this year, some 1,500 children have tried out for the 200 spots opening up in the fall. Making youngsters audition has led some to charge that SCPA is elitist. Again, Artistic Director Jack Loiseau.
The reason we audition is so that some student doesn't come here and get hurt. There's nothing worse than being someplace you don't belong. It's a grueling day for anybody who comes to the school to audition. They have to see at least 7 teachers in 7 different areas. We do not let a child come here and not be seen by everyone, so that they get a thorough audition.
Changing of the feet in the air.
Jump up and change your feet.
Jump up and change your feet in the air. Change them back and change.
Camp Washington 3rd grader Rose Centers arrived at her audition armed with a little ballet experience and a burning desire for more.
I want to keep my ballet up and stuff like that, my art.
I think it's very good for the kids. They're involved in a lot of different things and they don't have time to get into trouble.
Kids are chosen by the staff on the basis of sensitivity and potential. Auditions are graded on a scale of 1 to 10. You've got to have an 8 in at least one arts discipline to be accepted. But art isn't everything. Those who do make it face a heavy workload of both arts and regular academic classes.
Dividing 2 by 2 gives me 1, which we already got. Dividing 3 by 2, I have to put up with. And dividing...
Despite rumors that this school is an easy ride, SCPA's more than 1,000 students ranked second highest in attendance and college placement to Cincinnati's highly rated University Prep High School, Walnut Hills.
86% of our children go to college out of the school, and 47% of them are on full scholarship. Last year, out of the city of Cincinnati, we were granted 11% of the scholarships given. We only represent 2% of the graduates.
Some ways he was just as young as you.
SCPA does 5 major productions each year, as well as numerous concerts, recitals, and plays. These scenes are from early rehearsals of this year's top show, the Rodgers and Hammerstein Chestnut, King and I.
That we played more front because, you know, we're caught.
Yeah.
And she'd be, oh, Louis, if you only knew, he was such a nice person. He was really up and he really tried. That's where you have to, then take the audience back down.
Okay.
Try that again.
He always frightened me. Oh, Louis, I wish you had known him better. You could have been great friends.
Over.
In some ways, he was just as young as you. Was he as good a king as he could?
While artistic director Jack Loiseau sets the tone for production and runs rehearsals, the actual performances are completely handled by students.
When you're calling the show, as excited as we all get when we're trying to put this thing together, no matter what's going on down there, or what's going wrong, I should say, it's important that during that time in the show that you say everything in a very calm voice, even if things are falling apart down there, because you have everybody listening to you.
The King and I student director is 7-year SCPA veteran Dia Euchler. This is her first directing assignment, and probably the toughest test of her young life.
Suddenly you see 2 black shoes, white waistcoat, a face, and it speaks. But this time, just as it speaks, it's Electric 50, go. All right? You want to try it?
Okay.
Ready? Go.
It's very exciting when you're young. When you're sitting on a small gilt chair, your eyes
Ready,
cast
Electric
down,
50?
terrified you'll be a wallflower. Suddenly you see 2 black shoes, a white waistcoat, a face, and it's...
Electric 50, go.
We've just been introduced.
I sort of feel queasy in my stomach. There's a lot of butterflies. It's just that there's a big responsibility put on me because I'm the one, you know, the actors can be great and the orchestra can sound fantastic and the set can look beautiful and the props can be just right. But if the show goes, it'll be up to me. Electric 50, go.
Dia's folks supported her dream of a life in the theater from the beginning.
If she's ever on the stage or not, to me, that's not important. It was what they did for her inside, because she had it there already, but they brought it out.
18-year-old Alton White is one of the 3 students playing the King of Siam. When he transferred to SCPA, Alton was shy, even withdrawn. But 3 years here have turned this caterpillar into a butterfly.
Getting the chance to perform and show what you can do, instead of being at home and idolizing all these people on TV and acting it out, you get to do it on the stage and people get to see it and like it.
Alton lives with his mother in a Price Hill housing project. Alton's mother also credits the school with bringing out the best in her son.
Well, he's more outgoing. He speaks out more than what he used to be pretty shy, and he didn't talk that much. You had to just about pull everything out of him. Now we can sit down and have a conversation, and he's very more open than what he used to be.
And it puzzled me to learn that though a man may be in doubt of what he knows, very quickly...
In a moment, what it's really about here at SCPA, a marriage of creative disciplines, grease paint, lights, sets, costumes, and music from the King and I.
know that.
Opening night of The King and I. The months of dealing with short, seemingly unrelated bits of stage business, going up in one's lines, and having to sing with only a piano as backup are over. Now it's time to put on makeup, pull on the costumes, and head for the stage.
Children and wives, getting to know you. All the children and wives for getting to know you. Thank you.
Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I'm with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed, suddenly I'm bright and breezy because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day. I'm so ladies. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me, getting to know you, putting it my way but nicely. You are precisely my cup of tea. Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I'm with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed, suddenly I'm bright and breezy because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day.
But unless someday somebody trusts somebody, there'll be nothing left on earth excepting fishes. There are times I almost think nobody's sure of what he absolutely knows. Oh, everybody find confusion in conclusion they concluded long ago. And it puzzled me to learn that though a man may be in doubt of what he knows, very quickly he will fight, he'll fight to prove that what he does not know is so. Oh, sometimes I think that people going mad. Sometimes I think that people not so bad. But no matter what I think, I must go on living life as a leader of my kingdom. I must go forth, be father to my children and husband to each wife, etc., etc., and so forth. If my Lord in heaven Buddha show the way, every day I try to live another day. If my Lord in heaven Buddha show the way, every day I do my best for one more day. But is a puzzlement.
Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head erect and whistle a husky tune till no one will suspect I'm afraid. While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a husky tune so no one ever knows I'm afraid. The result of this deception is very strange to tell, for when I fool the people I fear, I fool myself as well. I whistle a happy tune, and every single time the happiness in the tune convinces me that I'm not afraid. Make believe you're brave, and the trick will take you far. You may be as brave as you make believe you are. You may be as brave as you make believe you
come.
Half an hour ago, we called SCPA a magical place. And in a sense, that's right. But perhaps it doesn't go far enough. There's too much commitment here for it to be all magic. This school is no longer just an experiment in alternative education. It's proven itself. It's arrived. This worn-out old building overflows with people dedicated to teaching and doing their best. It's a staff that truly cares. And it's students who bring the school every day an ocean of raw talent it would be a sin to waste.